Greetings! Hello there. It's been a while since you've had a video from me, but I just had to share this with you. So over the weekend I went to visit my parents, and when I visit my parents I often pop up into their attic and see if there's any of my old possessions that are still lying around that I really should have taken and stored elsewhere. And nothing much this time, to be honest, nothing at all. Nothing really worthwhile until, as I was heading back down, I looked up and on a shelf in front of me was this box. Now, what's so special about Action Combat, a box of toy soldiers that I've had since I was very, very young? This box, this whole big box, £2.99 from M.E. Thomas, which I'm fairly certain is a shop that does not exist anymore. Well, in that box, I remember many years ago throwing a load of miniatures that I just didn't have anywhere to put at the moment. It was terrible. It was terrible look Warhammer care. But in here is a treasure trove, and I did not realise quite how much of a treasure trove. Now, I've already opened it, had a look, but I've got to share it with you. Take a look at what I found in this box of toy soldiers. So, this is it. Look at that. Look at the state of that. Look at the age-worn lid that's barely intact around the sides, yeah? Look at it. But, look at this. Oh, what's in there? Initially, I thought there would be some second edition Warhammer 40,000 Orks from the old second edition box set, the Goths and the Gretchen, and I wasn't wrong, but this is a plethora of Warhammer Fantasy High Elves. All of them metal, all of them very hard to find these days. So we'll just take that out. Look at that. What a treasure trove. And something fell on the floor, so we've got a little Ork Commando, minus his jump pack, but if we just go through this and take a look, what have we got? A couple of cruiser sprues from Battlefleet Gothic with the various parts on to make various cruisers. Second edition Gazkul Thraka. I may have started painting him over 30 years ago. And let's have a look and see if we can have a dig. There's just so much gold in here. Some utter gold. We'll just spread this out without doing any damage to anything, really. Gorkamorka Ork. More Ork Commandos. There's a Bad Moon bloke from, I don't know, copyright, at least 1990, I would say there. Can't really tell. Lots of Goths. All terribly painted. I feel a project coming on here. I think a lot of these are going to need a lot more love. Lots and lots and lots of Gretchen, Ork Boys, Trooper, 1987 led Games Workshop Orks there. What else do we have? Jetpacks for the Ork Commandos, Heavy Weapons Boy with a big shooter, High Elf Steed, and a High Elf Mage to go with it. While I see the rest of them, there is a classic High Elf Repeater Bolt Thrower and crew, which makes me regret buying 2 more of these on eBay recently, but who doesn't want a third? What else is in here? A Mechanic, so a really early mech boy. Games Workshop, I don't know if you can see that, Games Workshop 1989. I say so many plastics. A few Epic 40,000 bases, Heavy Weapon Orks, Plasmas and Big Shooters, Chopper Boys, various things there. Okay, let's look at some of the fantasy stuff, because that's actually what I'm really excited about. These Orks are great, but we have got another Gorkamorka guy. Missing an arm, though. Oh, there he is. Go with Gazkul. We've got Makari. So we've got the set. There we go. They look very different these days. Much different miniatures. But still, I might repaint those. So what was I? I was talking about the elves, wasn't I? Yes, so archers. Look at these go for an absolute fortune on eBay. And I was dreading having to buy some because I've got about 9 of the monopose plastics. But, I mean, what's that? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Any more of those? There must be some more. Yeah, look over here. 11, 12. Oh, one with a base. 13. More. 14. Another base. 15. It's getting quite heavy now. There's a lot of... I think these are white metal. These ones. Although it's a 1991 cast, I do think these are the white metal ones, not the original leads. Oh, another Ork Commando. But there's just so many wonderful things, and when you find a treasure trove like this, it's just such a happy day. So we'll put those there. Let's count the rest. Oh, there's this guy, who is an elven hero from the Mordheim box set. Possibly a bit late. That might be a Games Workshop 99 or 94. I can't quite tell on that one. But we have got spears. Nope, sorry, Sea Guard. Metal Sea Guard. So how many of them have we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Any more? No, they're not there. Okay, so that looks to be 14 metal Lothern Sea Guard. Again, a wonderful thing to have because they're so good in the old world. So we'll put those over here for now. And then these are interesting. 1, 2, 3. Oh, no base on that one. 4, 5. Any more? No. So 5 Maiden Guard, which haven't had an army list entry for ages, but it's a real shame because they are such cool minis. So, when were they originally cast? I can't even say. I can't even read it now. But yeah, High Elf Maiden Guard. So it would be nice if we could, Games Workshop, give us an entry for these when we get the High Elf Arcane Journal, because then I could use these minis. That would be fantastic. If not, they're going to have to become heroes. Oh yeah, that's great. They've got the spear, but they've got the bow as well. So theoretically, they could become Sisters of Avalon. Okay, 1, 2, 3, and these are painted as well, which is good. 4, 5, 6 very chunky Phoenix Guard. Not a bad paint job on those, actually. Fire and flames on the cloak. But again, not a full regiment, but a decent core from which to start collecting, and they're certainly saving a lot of money. Ork Commando Captain there with what looks like a Commissar helmet on, a hat on, which is great. Who's this guy? Actually, no, but Games Workshop 89, Blood Axe. He's a Blood Axe Orc. Grenade in hand, massive chopper. There's just so many. What's this one? The Commando. A whole host of more jetpack orcs, more boys, all 1980s metal orcs, and then a load of second edition ones as well. It's just a great haul, and I'm so excited to get painting it. Yeah, what a win that is. So yeah, how about that? What an absolute haul. I can't wait to get painting these. There's so many. I mean, like Gazkul and Makari. I mean, in terms of just worth alone, I think they go for about 40 quid, and it's just been sat in a bucket in an attic for more than 20 years. The elves would have cost me an absolute fortune to collect again, and I'm so glad, especially these metal archers. These are phenomenally expensive on eBay at the moment, and now I don't have to worry. I can start basing them, new bigger bases, start really giving them the time, care and attention they probably deserved when I was unable to paint all those years ago. But yeah, so please do keep watching, keep following on, and I will post updates as we go and how these have all been painted. Whether or not I keep them, you know, we'll follow the tale of these. These have been a part of my life. Oddly enough, they've been out of my life for 20 years, but I've owned them now for nearly 30 years. It's great. That begs the question, though, what's your oldest unpainted miniatures that you've got in your pile of shame? Because suddenly I have got a pile of miniatures, some of which have not been painted since they were released back in the late 80s. So, yeah, what about you? How far back does your pile of shame go? In the meantime, if you want to see more of this, if you want to see me build this, if you want to watch us play Dungeons and Dragons and make absolute fools of ourselves, do hit the subscribe button, like this video, comment, share it with your friends. The more we talk about these things on there, the more people view the video, the more videos I want to make. So, brilliant. Thanks for your time. Thanks for coming on this wonderful journey with me. I'm going to get painting. See you later.